Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I want to talk about my second part dealing with Rahu and Ketu through the houses. And as I said before, Rahu and Ketu are the determinants of our destiny and our fate in life. And you want to know, where are they in my birth chart? I want to know, what is my destiny? What is my fate? What am I here to do? Where is my growth? And what I want to concentrate on today is where Ketu is. In the previous segment, I did where is Rahu relative. Of course, Ketu is always opposite. Let me remind you, Rahu is where the moon crosses the ecliptic. Going upward, that's Rahu, north node of the moon, and Ketu is where the moon crosses the ecliptic, which is the path of the sun, going downward. So you see, one brings us into this world, Rahu, which is the material world, where Ketu takes us out of this world. And Ketu is called the Moksha Karaka, which means this will bring us our enlightenment in this lifetime. And so it is very important that we understand the two and where Rahu is in our life, because we will think, oh, Ketu is going to take things away, it's loss, it's death. But it really teaches us our most important lessons. So it's imperative that you understand and know where Ketu is in your chart in terms of what you're here to learn. And many times I say Ketu is like this drain, it's this emptiness, it's this void, and whatever house it's in, you will feel like there's something always missing, that you always need to be filling more in this drain so that you can feel whole and complete. So wherever Ketu is in your chart, you're going to have more energy than normal because you're constantly filling it. And this can be very positive in some respects, but of course negative in others. So let me take you through all 12 signs of the zodiac to understand what this means for you personally. And if you don't know your Vedic chart, please go to my website and go to the free chart calculator and put in your chart information to know what your Vedic ascendant is. My website is galacticcenter.org. And with that, let's start with the sign. If you have Ketu in your first house, this means this is you. The first house is who you are. You never really feel like you're connected in this world because Ketu is otherworldliness. It deals with our enlightenment. So you feel like you've got one foot in this world and one foot out, because you're not connected to the physical world or connected to your physical body. So with Ketu in the first house, you feel like you don't fit in anywhere, but you're always feeling like you're connected to your spiritual realm, your spiritual world. And this is important to you, but you feel like an alien here on Earth. If you have Ketu in the second house, of course that puts Rahu in the 8th house because they're always opposite. But Ketu in your second house means there's fluctuations and change and possibly problems early in childhood, because the second house deals with our early childhood experiences. Therefore, you don't really have a sense of who you are or a sense of your connection to the past, to your parents. Something was disturbed early on. But you're always trying to fill that emptiness. You're trying to make more money to feel a sense of security, because that's what the second house is, our financial gains. And you're always filling that void, that emptiness. If you have Ketu in the third house, this will deal with brothers and sisters, younger in particular. And yes, there can be some issues and problems with them. You will feel like you're always got more to learn. You may find that you had a problem in school, catching on, always kind of behind, but you're always trying harder. Therefore, you will get ahead with Ketu in the 3rd house in terms of education and learning, but it's a struggle at first. If you have Ketu in the 4th house, you always feel like something's missing in your home, in your family, with your relationship with your mother. You never felt like it was whole, complete, never came together. And you're always searching for a sense of security. So therefore, you may have a lot of property, you may have a lot of money because you're always trying to fill that emptiness, but you never feel like it's enough. So there's always more. If you have Ketu in the 5th house, there may be a lack of children. And at times, it doesn't always deny children, but it can definitely have an effect on the fact that you don't feel whole and complete in the area of children. Therefore, if you have children, you may be the overly protective mother or father because you can't get enough. You're always doing something, always putting them in another class, always watching what they do, always on top of them, and that's too much. So pull back a little bit. And with it being Ketu in the 5th house, you can have a brilliant mind, always trying to gain more intelligence, more learning, very smart, having Ketu in the 5th house. If you have Ketu in the 6th house, you're constantly trying to improve your diet, improve your health, make yourself stronger, healthier, but there could be some health issues. And many times I find that there could be some kind of viruses or things that can affect you. So please be aware. You have to, and I know that people with Ketu in the 6th house, they realize they have to work hard to be healthy. And you could have your problems with employees and people that you work with. If you have Ketu in the 7th, you never feel like you have enough in your relationship. You feel like you do not have the emotional commitment of a partner. Many times people with Ketu in the 7th house have many partners, but at the same time, I find that they are attracted to others that they feel like they need to heal or make better because that's how they feel good, is by always bringing in sort of like the underdog, the victim, somebody that they can heal and make better. If you have Ketu in the 8th house, you may feel like you didn't get your fair share when it comes to inheritance or when you are dealing with money with other people, such as a partner in marriage or a partner in business. You feel like you're always lacking in the sense of how much you get out of the financial situation in partnerships. If you have Ketu in the 9th house, you never feel whole and complete with the relationship of your father. Something's always missing. You never felt like you got the love, the attention, or that you connected with him, or maybe he is gone all the time. Also, Ketu in the 9th house, you feel like you never get enough knowledge. You're always looking for more and more and more information and to fill that emptiness. And you may be the most knowledgeable of all in your field, but it's never enough. Always feeling that emptiness. If you have Ketu in the 10th house, you change your job all the time. You have a very unusual job. You could be an astrologer, something unique and different, but never ever stay confined to 4 walls in an office because that won't work. You've got to have freedom and running around a job that gives you air and space. If you have Ketu in the 11th house, friends never seem to come through for you. They're always lacking. They're absorbing your energy. You feel drained emotionally. You need your space. Friends can be the down and out people that you feel like you got to uplift, improve, and make them better. But chances are they're draining your energy. Please be aware and don't let that happen. If you have Ketu in the 12th house, this could be that you're always seeking more enlightenment. You want more information. You want to learn. What are we here for? What are the secrets of life? This is 12th house energy. Also, you may find that you love going to foreign lands and countries. You can't get enough of different cultures and learning more about the world and what's beyond this world, because that's 12th house energy. With that, I hope this has shed some light on what Ketu can bring you through the 12 houses of your chart. And if you would like more information, you can always go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org. Thank you.